Man, what's up? What's happening? You already know what it is and who it is. It's your boy Nephew Q. And if it's your first time tuning in, this is the Beyond the Game, you know what I'm saying? Where you get all your sports recap that went on the past week. So I'm going to go and get things started because we got a lot of stuff to get into today. On my right, y'all left, I got my guy. Ralph, go and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, world?
Man, you sound a little sad today. But anyways, we got down below. We got Crybaby Rodgers, aka Hot Dog, aka the Hood Love Me Baby. Go introduce yourself, man.
Can we please stop blaming Mike McCarthy for the Packers' past issues? Please. It ain't Mike McCarthy's problem no more. Whose fault is it now?
He's right.
More on that. More on that.
And then we got Beyond the Game group member, long-time listener, long-time supporter, fellow Bucks fan, Ike in the building. Go and introduce yourself, my guy.
My name on there says it all.
Since the Packers.
Yeah. Love it, man. Love
it. Just for everybody who's tuning in right now, for people who might not be able to watch, but you listening, Ralph, Hot Dog, and Ike, and myself, of course, we all picked the Bucks to win. The two people on the show who didn't pick the Bucks to win, some odd reason, mysteriously, have not showed up today. And that would be
we ain't heard nothing from them, man.
And that would be Daniel, and that would be Legend. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if they show up today. But
I didn't know Daniel picked the Packers too. I knew Legend did.
Mm-hmm. No. I take that back. I apologize. I take that back. No, Daniel did pick the Bucks because he said he wanted Rodgers to lose. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. I ain't gonna. Let's not leave Daniel out in the cold.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's not leave Daniel out in the cold. So be Legend. You outside, shoved outside. You ain't allowed back in for the rest of the
winter. No, sir. But
he's still riding with Mahomes. He's still in.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is. He's riding with his son. But anyways, man, let's get right on this show. What'd you say, Ike?
Legend rides with a different quarterback every week.
Man. He sure do.
Whoever's hot.
Yeah.
Who's ever hot, man? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Andrew said it was me. I picked the Packers, and I'm right here with my wrong self.
Oh, yeah, he did.
At least you owned up. Hey, Andrew, that's why I told you. That's why I messed with you, because you at least own up to your stuff, even though
he's on the show watching.
And he's wrong all the time about the Eagles, wrong about the Packers. He's just always wrong.
At least he's right about them Cardinals, though. He's got that right in his heart.
He got that right.
He got that right in his heart. Oh wow! UK wins one game in 3 weeks. Here comes Ralph talking.
I know it, man. Let's get on into the game.
Go ahead, man. Let's go.
The marquee matchup, the game that everybody wanted to pretty much watch yesterday: Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Packers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I'm going to let Ike cook on this last, man, because I know this is our guy, so I know you got a lot to say. But what was the biggest reason the Bucs won yesterday? I'm going to put on my petty pants, and I'm going to say the biggest reason why the Bucs won yesterday was because of Aaron Rodgers.
Hey!
That's my biggest reason why the Bucs won yesterday. Aaron Rodgers, that's why I wish B Legend was on here, but Aaron Rodgers is B Legend's GOAT. Well, the GOAT had plenty of opportunities and chances to win yesterday's ball game, okay?
3 chances, 3 interceptions thrown by Tom Brady, 3 horrible interceptions thrown by Tom Brady.
You took the words right out of my mouth,
I didn't mean to take your moment away, man, but I can't resist. I can't resist.
Hey, man, you took the words right out of my mouth, Hot Dog. It's just a simple fact that A.Rod is he's probably going to win the MVP this season. But,
he already has.
Okay, well, he's won the MVP this season. So this was your moment to prove to everybody you cried all season. Oh, man, we need home field advantage throughout the playoffs, man. That's going to really help us out a lot. You got everything that you wanted for MVP.
You got cold weather,
MVP season.
You got fans.
Tom Brady, as much as I love him, tried to give you the game, and you still couldn't do nothing with it. So the biggest thing for me.
Shout out to Shaq Barrett, though. Shout out to Shaq Barrett.
William Sweat said Bucks got pressures on Rodgers and he didn't run on the third and go. But see, William, that's my point. Is Aaron Rodgers had every opportunity to put himself in a better position to win that game. And I don't want to hear you know what? Hold on.
What you got, man? What you got?
Hold on. A-Rod is the GOAT. Let
A-Rod is the what?
So anyway.
And I got
So anyways, we talking about the biggest reason.
Wait, what kind of jersey is that?
That's the Buffalo Bills. The killer.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Bills Mafia. Killer himself.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad you. I'm just glad you joined the show. For the people who are tuned in, who are listening, but can't see, SB Legend. He got his name is A.Rodgers, the GOAT. I don't understand how he's the GOAT when he had a chance and opportunity to win yesterday's game.
You like the leader of this show, Q. Can you not change his name on there? Can you not do something?
No. I can't change it now. He got to do that himself. But anyways, my petty self said,
why wouldn't we change his name? Sent the Packers packing. Why wouldn't we change his name?
No, that's a great name. That's the best name on here. You leave Ike alone. I like that.
That's the best name. Well, you know what? The other name we need to put on there is Dallas is trash. Go ahead, Q.
Hey, Q. Hey, Q, here they all come. After the show Here they all come.
Here come all the Brady haters. Here we come.
He said it himself. My guy did.
Now, wait a minute.
That goes my guy.
Now, I am not a Brady lover, but I was just for one day.
I know, hot dog. I know.
And I was talking about the biggest reason why the Bucks won yesterday. And before y'all got on here, like I was saying, our biggest reason why the Bucks won was because of Aaron freaking Rodgers. He's the biggest reason the Bucks won yesterday because he had 3 opportunities to take advantage of the Bucks' deep offense throwing interceptions, and he could not get it done. So he's the biggest reason why we won yesterday. And his ass is sitting at home crying and pouting and whatnot. Ralph,
talking about his future. I'm sorry, man. I'll wait my turn.
I know. Ralph, man, what's your biggest reason why the Bucks won yesterday?
I give you 2. I would say first half, Tom Brady and the Bucks defense. Basically, the pressure that the Bucks defense was able to get on Rodgers. You had Shaq Barrett, like Hot Dog said, he had 3 sacks. JPP had 2 sacks. But I think Aaron Rodgers, he played a bad second half, but I think he played a great first half. He had 3 touchdowns.
Played a bad second half.
He did play a bad second half.
Yeah,
but the first half he played great. I don't understand. I don't know if he was watching the same game.
He put points on the board in the second half, but not the first half. But he played horrible the second half.
He had points in the first half.
He had 10 points going into halftime, just
Legend.
But the only reason I say he played a bad second half is because he had 3 interceptions. That's the only reason I
got an issue with the fact that he lost. I don't have he lost fair and square. I don't have an issue with that. He didn't show up in the moment that he needed to show up. It's just that simple.
But I didn't make it about Aaron Rodgers. Legend.
Be disrespectful.
That's the difference.
And you're not gonna be disrespectful. And say
they are. Yeah, we are. What do you mean? Yeah, he lost the game. He's regular season Rodgers. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ralph. I want to take away from your time.
Well, since we want to talk about it, he's regular season Rodgers. It is what it is.
Regular season Rodgers. Okay.
It is what he is. He has great numbers.
But
he has one Super Bowl in his career. He hasn't won a Super Bowl since 2010.
Hold on.
So 2021.
You know what I'm saying? We say a regular season players. Who else do we say? Who else do we say are regular season players? Who else do we say that about?
It don't matter. We talking about Aaron Rodgers. You sound like Skip Bayless trying to defend Tom Brady, man. It is what it is.
I'm asking you a basic
question. It is what it is.
Like you can't answer the question.
Hey, not for real. If we say playoff P to PG,
thank you.
A-Rod playoff A.
Okay.
Right.
Well, here's the point. Right. This is all I'm gonna say with that.
In clutch games, where's he at?
No. All I'm gonna say with that is, does PG got a title?
Does PG got a title? No.
He don't.
Does PG have any MVPs?
No.
Nah, he don't.
All right, well, okay. All right.
Is it 2014? Is it 2012?
Why you think?
It's talking about the
Hold on. Everybody's talking at one time. Hold on. Everybody can't hear. Everybody's talking at one time.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Hot Dog, you go ahead, man. What's the biggest reason the Bucks won yesterday?
You know what? The first name that comes to my mind is Kevin King.
Yeah.
That guy got dominated yesterday.
Right.
He got victimized, emasculated. I can't believe that man even got to leave the stadium in his jersey, man. That was terrible. I do not put that loss on Aaron Rodgers. Did he make some mistakes? Did he make some silly decisions? Yes, but, man, any Tampa Bay highlight we saw, Kevin King's name was on it.
Did he just disappear?
Man, Kevin King, I don't know what happened to that guy. I don't know who he is, where he came from, but there ain't no way I'm letting that man come back on my team next year after that performance yesterday. And Mike Pettin, you call a cover 3 in a prevent situation? Are you kidding me?
No, he caught a cover 2 with nobody over the top.
Excuse me, my fault. Thank you, Legend.
Who had 4-3 speed.
A cover 2 with no one over the top, and you let a little Adam Humphries wannabe get past you into the end zone?
Sure did.
Right before halftime.
Listen, I enjoyed this for Aaron Rodgers very much. I enjoyed this. Nobody enjoyed the Bucs win yesterday more than I do. I'm sorry, Q. I'm sorry, Ike, but nobody enjoyed it more than I did. I'm glad they gone. I love that name above me right there. I love it. Aaron Rodgers, you are not the GOAT. Legend, change your name. A.Rodgers is a phony GOAT.
I'm not doing it.
Now,
Hey,
I'm done. I'm done now. It's B Legend's turn.
B Legend.
What's up?
What's the biggest reason the Bucs won yesterday?
So now we're gonna have a football conversation.
Oh my God. Jesus.
We're not gonna go through all this emotion. We're gonna have a football conversation. First of all, Aaron Rodgers in the clutch moment didn't show up.
Okay.
Will we agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just said that.
He had plenty. Let's see. Tom Brady had 3 interceptions.
Right.
He had 2 in the second half. He did not capitalize on any of those.
They scored 1 touchdown off the first one.
That's the big issue. That's number 1.
Right. Yep.
Number 2, down in the red zone, they lead the league in converting in the red zone.
80%, highest is 2,000.
And what happened? They didn't do it. For whatever reason, he wanted to keep going to Devontae Adams every time.
Hey, that's his bread and butter, man.
I get it, but you've got to do something. If that ain't working,
I agree with that.
If that ain't working, you got to do something else.
I have a question real quick. Sure. I asked my buddy I made last night on that post on the Beyond the Game group. Real quick, you can't tell me, how do you miss the call on holding of the jersey on Allen Lazard that caused the one Aaron Rodgers interception? How do you miss that? That was the second worst call I think I've ever seen in the playoffs, besides the one the Saints and Rams a few years ago. That's the second worst call I think I've seen in the playoffs.
Well, they let him they let him play.
That's bad though. Hey, I mean, he pulled his jersey so bad it cut off his shoulder pad.
But hey, Brent. But what about the play clock going into -3 and they didn't call it, and then
hey man, I'm not saying there's no.
Devontae got a touchdown because they didn't call the delay of game.
Hey, I'm not saying. I'm just pointing out the biggest missed call on the whole game. Like there was missed calls all over the game. That one's unforgivable.
Yeah, there's a lot of missed calls. Mm-hmm. So let me finish this up, Q.
Go ahead.
Number 3, like Hot Dog pointed out, it's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. You put everybody, nothing gets by you.
Nothing.
Okay? Nothing gets by you. You know,
should have came out in the
zone. Nothing gets by you. So the defensive coordinator needs to be fired just for that. Because to me, that was the biggest play of the game.
Oh, absolutely. It set the tone for the rest of the game.
That changed the whole game, and they could never
recover from that.
Okay,
no, I agree.
Number four. You know, we could talk about plays. You know, as viewers, we could sit here and say Aaron Rodgers should have ran. Aaron Rodgers should have did this. Should have did that. Bottom line, it didn't come up when he was supposed to come up. That's why it didn't win. That play when they were down there, that third down. If you watch that play, all he had to do was run to the end zone.
I think JPP would have got him, but he would have stopped 3 yards short.
Nobody would have got him, man. He would have got him.
I don't know. And again,
this is what you can't see.
And this is what I give Brady
JPP
credit.
was 3 yards to the left.
Correct. And this is what I give Tom Brady credit for. Tom Brady doesn't make bad decisions. He is going to, in that type of situation, he's going to make the right decision. A-Rod didn't make the right decision. And the last reason they lost that game, which nobody wants to really talk about, hey, man, it's 4th down. You're on the 8-yard line.
You going to kick a field goal?
You going to kick a field goal? Hey, this is Aaron Rodgers here. Because here's my point. You either got to go and win with him or you got to lose with him. You can't take the ball out of his hands. and they took the ball out.
I agree with that.
You can't do that. Get the ball to him and say, okay, Rodgers, here you are. It's 4th down. You know what now? If you look at those sequence of plays, ball went to Devontae Adams. He should have caught that ball. He didn't catch it. The next play went to Lazard. He wasn't even looking for the ball.
No.
Now, either one of those 2 times was it Aaron Rodgers' fault? I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But we'll put it on Aaron Rodgers to say bad throw to Devontae, and we'll just say bad throw to Lazard. 3rd down, there it is. Run for the end zone. Bad decision. You tried to throw to Devontae. 4th down. Now, you telling me LaFleur, you going to take the ball out of his hands? If anything, I'm going to put it in his hands. Because it ain't going to be on me. It's going to be on him.
Yeah, that's true, too.
It's the NFC Championship game. I mean, what are you waiting on?
I think in that game, overall, I thought that Arians would get out coached. He didn't. I think LaFleur came up short. I think the moment was too big for him, and he made horrible decisions. And that's where he lost the game.
Yep. Legend hit it on the top of the head, man. I applaud him.
I know he actually came with some actual football stuff today, but I'm proud of him today.
I keep it real.
But Daniel, man, what's the reason? The biggest reason the Bucs won yesterday?
To kind of reiterate what Legend said.
Okay, hold on. One other thing I
say, AKA, I like all the good players.
D, hold on. One other thing I forgot. I'm sorry. My apologies. In the biggest reason why they won, Tampa's defense.
Shaq Barrett, man.
Yeah.
And them linebackers were looking to attempt murder.
Yes.
Devin White, Levante David, they were looking for a murder charge.
Yeah.
They were coming big time.
My part to interrupt you, but I forgot that part too. That's a big part too.
There you go. The floor is yours.
Like you said, for me, 8 seconds left. You're on the 42-yard line. I'm running the zone, period. If you complete a pass, cool, and you get a field goal, all right, at the worst, you got 3 points, but I'm running the zone. We're not letting nobody complete a pass. 2, Aaron Rodgers, he threw this little tantrum. He pouted at the podium.
I didn't make that up, right? I didn't make that up. I didn't make that up.
But look, there was no – I'm cool with being a sore loser. I think somebody said it. I think Kobe even said it. You show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser. So, okay, cool. You're not supposed to be happy and you lost. But the thing was, on 3rd and goal, you at least had 7 yards in front of you. As a coach, I get it. It is Aaron, but you had 3 down to do something. He didn't do shit.
Thank you.
3 straight downs, he didn't do nothing. So why would he have confidence to go for it? And he couldn't even complete a 5-yard pass, let alone get it in the end zone. So that right there, like you said, the moment might have been too big for him, but at the same time, his quarterback didn't give him any confidence. He made the wrong decision not to run. He kicked the field goal. The reason why I don't like kicking the field goal, though, is because you give them the kickoff return, and then they're not backed up on their goal line. Correct. So regardless, you still got to score another touchdown. Now, I get it. If you kick the field goal, you stop them, you go score, you win the game instead of going to overtime.
That's a lot.
But I would have just went for it because you're backed up. You're backed up at the 10-yard line, or I think they were at the 10 or 11. You're backed up at the 10-yard line. They're probably not going to run the clock out on you. You have 4 timeouts left. So that, to me, like I said, the halftime play where they didn't come out in the zone, Aaron Rodgers not running for it on 3rd down, and the field goal. But, I mean, if you got a top 10 defense, you got 4 timeouts, you should have been able to get a stop. They just didn't. So you got to give credit to Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers didn't make the play. Tom Brady won the game. I mean, it wasn't just Tom Brady. It was the Bucs. I'm not going to say Tom Brady.
It was a team effort.
Yeah. It was 3 interceptions.
I still think – I don't know if there's an NFC Championship MVP or not, but if there was one, it should have been Shaq Barrett.
No, I don't think they had the MVPs for that.
That man on defense single-handedly won – not single-handedly, but, man, he just dominated.
And then we got my guy.
Oh, my bad. I forgot one thing.
What's that?
They forgot. They stopped running the ball. The Packers stopped running the ball.
What you can't run the ball on that defense. You can't run the ball on that defense. No, sir.
Bro, who cares? You still got to run the ball.
You got to run the ball, hot dog. You can't just
run the ball.
You got to run the ball.
Yeah. Hey, they tried running the ball and they fumbled.
Just because hot dog, you got to keep them honest. You got to keep them honest. Because at one time they think that you're gonna run the ball, you hit them with a play action. You got to keep them honest. And Aaron Rodgers does some very, very good play action, but not in that game because couldn't run the ball. They didn't run the ball, and that's why it goes back to the play calling, Matt LaFleur.
And Rob Gates, he makes a good point, which is I was going to bring up as well. He said even if you don't convert, the Bucs got to go the whole field.
The whole field.
And he was saying the Bucs offense wasn't that great in the second half. And even if that, let's say you force the Bucs to a 3 and out, or maybe even a 7 and out, you still get the ball back with some time left to go back down and try to score again. So they should have went for it. But anyway, all right, go ahead and round us out, big dog. What's the biggest?
I want you to really bring it. Cook. Go.
All right. This is the biggest reason, but one of the reasons is because they had that little soft tissue guy who went out the game because he
Aaron
had
Jones.
What do you have?
Aaron
He had a broken, hurting feelings.
Broken, hurting feelings.
and they also said he had fumbleitis. He fumbled the ball twice. They lost one, but he fumbled twice.
Yeah.
But
hey man, who was it that hit him and made him fumble? Was that
quarterback?
It was
Whitehead.
Jordan Whitehead hit him and made him fumble when they lost.
Man, he hit him hard too. That was nice.
But I don't even want to talk about why.
I like to see it. I loved it.
I don't want to know. I ain't gonna talk about why the Packers lost. I'm talking about why the Bucs won.
There you go.
Ty Bowles
absolutely
had the perfect game plan for Rodgers.
Todd Bowles, that guy Q been hating on all year.
Yep.
Man, he had
that guy that won't get a coaching job, but go ahead.
Because he's black.
Hey, listen. I hope he does it just so he can stay.
I hope he don't need
it. But seriously, man, he had the perfect game plan.
He sure did.
Yeah, he did.
I agree.
He was bringing them linebackers at him. He was plus playing without Winfield Jr. Man,
both safeties.
Yep.
And then the other safety got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jordan Winfield got hurt.
Whitehead.
My bad.
But Ty Bowles, his game plan was perfect. I think that Brian Leftwich called a great game.
Yep, he did. I agree.
Brady threw some bad interceptions. One of them wasn't his fault, though. Mike Evans had the ball in his hands.
That ball was too high for Mike Evans.
It was high. Now, Mike Evans is 6'5", man, with big hands.
That's what I'm saying. There's no excuse for that.
That ball touched both hands. So it should have been caught. And then I was telling Ralph earlier, I know it was one of those interceptions. It was like 3rd and long. And he was
just throwing it up just to throw it up.
He was going to get sacked, but you take the sack and you got a punt. So if you throw an interception way down on that side of the field, it's almost like a punt. He was giving his man a chance to either catch the ball or get a pass interference call. So I didn't even care about that interception. So I think he only went bad.
Oh man, so I can't wait till we talk about the Super Bowl, but we're gonna save that for another time.
So
but
we all excited that the Packers are gone, right? We all excited.
I'm definitely. Hey man, as you can see in my background, I'm definitely geeked today. You get man. Listen, I still ain't came out that.
But you know the motherfucking boys coming.
Who?
Oh man, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. We got lots.
Nobody's worried about him.
All right. We are no longer the Tampa Bay Bucks. We are Tampa Bay legend killers. We just took care of Drew Brees. We took care of Aaron Rodgers. We're going to take care of a future legend and Pat Mahomes. That's what we do, baby.
I think y'all need to change y'all name to.
Y'all got there.
That's what I was about to say. Drew Brees was done 2 years
y'all
ago.
Need
to do with that. Nobody told me to
do with that. Y'all need to change y'all name to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
It already is Tampa Bay.
We'll be the Tampa Bay legend killers. But hey, Let's talk about B Legend's other son who had this game last night that nobody paid attention to. Nobody cared
Lord.
about this game.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
that was.
Oh,
yeah,
they no
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the hell they did. Oh,
Yeah, we did.
hey, did you see how Ralph just went silent? The last text I heard from Ralph was Mafia.
Rick Hosky, he said, "Shit, Mahomes in 4." But
Bills Mafia.
No.
Yeah.
oh man, Juan, he said F Tampa Bay. He's a Packers fan. I understand his pain right now. You know, he was actually
No, we
chilling
don't.
with Ike.
No, we don't. We don't understand his pain. We winners today.
We winners over here.
Yep.
Oh man, let's say, and then let's talk about.
You're gonna be winners again in 2 weeks. Hot dog.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
all
they gonna do it.
So
They
all
go.
y'all do, you 2D.
They gonna take out your other son. They took out one last night. They gonna take out the other one.
You going against Money Twos?
Yup.
I'm
Get him,
in
Daniel.
a lose-lose situation. At this point, it don't matter who wins.
You gotta pick one.
I wanted to see Aaron Rodgers go. Reasons. I couldn't let LaFleur win a championship before McVay, and I didn't like how Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey talk shit, and instead of letting them go up head to head, they did all this scheming bullshit. I don't like that. If you talk shit to me, beat me head up.
Right.
Don't try to out scheme me.
They didn't want to see Jalen. That's what it was.
Nah.
They schemed for a reason.
Yeah.
They schemed for a reason.
Yeah, they didn't want to go one-on-one. Oh, yeah, by the way, I can't go saying that. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, man. Shout out to my guy Kobe, 24-8.
Kobe, man. R.I.P.
I like
Kobe.
R.I.P.
This is the month, man. We'll probably, what we'll do? Probably do a Kobe special. Yeah, we'll probably do one of them shows. But anyways, last night you had the Buffalo Bills playing against another team. I really could care less who they was.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
They was playing against the Andy Reid Chiefs last night, and the Andy Reid Chiefs came up with the victory last night against the Buffalo Bills. So, Hot Dog, I'm gonna let you go first on this, man. What was your takeaway from the Bills Chiefs game last night?
I felt so bad for Josh Allen because that might have been the worst performance by an offensive line I have ever seen in my life. That was terrible. Josh Allen had no time to do anything. I mean, Steve Spagnuolo is one of the best defensive coordinators in the game, in my opinion. The only reason the Giants won 2 Super Bowls is Eli Manning. He's always been a great defensive coordinator. He had that defense ready. They've been ready the whole season, been prepared. Everybody talks about the offense, which is well deserved, but this defense is solid. This defense is very solid. They could do the job. To me, I know Pat and Tyreek Hill though, the human cheat code. That's just unfair watching that going up against that guy. But man, the offensive line letting Josh Allen down, that was the biggest takeaway I had from the game. I think the Bills will be back to compete against the Chiefs again next year. They need a running game. They got to get a solid running game in Buffalo if they ever going to beat the Chiefs. So hats off to the Bills in a great season, but the Chiefs were just too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna make mine real quick, man, and to piggyback off of what you were saying. For me, it just boils down to one simple thing: Josh Allen's not ready. He's not ready yet. He's not ready for that big stage. He was 28 for 48 for 287. You throw 48 passes, you better have more than 287 yards.
But man, they have no running game. That's all they have is a passing game. That's all they have.
I get that. But you could tell, even with that being said, Hot Dog, you could still tell the moment was too big for him last night.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
He really wasn't ready for that moment. So for me, that was my biggest takeaway. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kansas City Chiefs, they played a great game, so it's not like they, was taking advantage of some little weak team. Yeah. But Josh Allen, he just wasn't ready last night.
No,
Ralph, what's your biggest takeaway from the game last night?
Man, Patrick Mahomes is a bad man. The Kansas City Chiefs offense is very strong, and at any point they can explode. Man, that play that Tyreek Hill had, I know the Hot Dog touched on it, But man, it was a 7-yard pass that he turned into a 70-yard.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's the human cheat code.
It's utterly ridiculous what he does on the field sometimes.
He did that to them earlier this year too.
And let's not to mention Kelsey went crazy yesterday.
Absolutely great game
with over 10 receptions. So I mean, overall for me, it was the Chiefs' offense. Man, they just exploded. And the Bills had a decent defense. So I mean, you have to give some credit there to KC, but man, they just looked great yesterday.
Yeah, that did look decent. All right, man, what was your biggest takeaway from last night's game? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
Unmute your mic.
Yeah, man. You talked about the Bucs. We was done with it, man.
Let me say something real quick.
You might have to refresh.
Nope, still can't hear you. Well, Daniel, while he tries to get that figured out, man, what was your takeaway from last night?
This is, to me, you cannot blame Josh Allen. They can't run the ball. Number one. Same thing with the Packers. If you don't run the ball, they know what you're going to do. It's predictable. We can adjust to any passing route combination you set up. Secondly, Josh Allen got sacked 4 or 5 times. It was on his offensive line. Not to mention, like you said, he threw the ball 48 times, but on 48 dropbacks, he was pressured 26 of them. What can you do with that? That means he wasn't getting any blocking.
He had no time.
It was second and like 10, and the guy was in his face within
immediately.
Like, bro, I don't care who you are. You can't do nothing. So Josh Allen might be a little bit inexperienced, but I mean, if you got people firing at you at all angles, no one man, not Lamar Jackson, nobody can outrun people coming head on at you. So I just don't think you can blame him. No. Tom Brady can't do nothing with them either. Now it's gonna take a team effort again. I'm not saying y'all won't win, but it's gonna be up to Todd Bowles. It's not gonna be Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not going to the Super Bowl throwing 6 touchdowns and beating Patrick Mahomes.
Nah.
It's not happening. Now, but like I said, the biggest takeaway is Steve Spagnuolo. I know he was our head coach, great defensive coordinator, great defensive schemes.
I forgot he was y'all's head coach. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Right before Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid may be the best schemer of all offensive schemers in the NFL.
Absolutely.
With the youngest quarterback with all the cheat code players. Bills defense, no show. I mean, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Miko Hardman. What can you do?
I am so glad Andy Reid never put a team like this together in Philadelphia while he was there. Thank God.
Travis Kelce, number 1 in 100-yard receiving games in tight end history. So what can you do when you got Tyreek Hill just doing whatever he wants to do? He catches the ball and says, "Man, I'll turn backward for about 10 yards, and then I'll just change direction."
Yeah, he's cut through the whole defense. Like, that's ridiculous.
Look like he's playing Pac-Man out there on the field.
Like, ridiculous, bro.
Oh, man.
Man,
the Bills are just outmatched.
Let me hear you say something real quick. Ike, make sure your mic is working.
Okay, y'all hear me there?
Andrew, you heard what I said.
There we go.
There you go. So, man, what was your takeaway from last night's game? Because I'm going to let B cook last on this since it's the damn son.
Well, yeah, I definitely disagree with you on the Josh Allen. Because, like they were saying, man, that blitz was coming in, man. That man was running for his life the whole game. It's hard to throw when you throwing off your back foot and running for your life, man. He, like that one sack he took, he lost like
30 yards.
Yeah, like almost 30 yards on the sack because
he just tried to make something happen.
And then
Okafor had 2 sacks.
I don't know what Buffalo's defense was doing, man, but they there was no blitz packages. There was nothing that came up to try to put any pressure on Mahomes.
I don't think he blitzed one time.
You cannot let that guy just sit in the pocket.
I think they just played. I think they were scared and they played coverage the whole time.
They didn't blitz
like
Ralph
said, they didn't blitz one time because they were scared and they played coverage the whole time.
Yeah, like you cannot let that man just sit in the pocket and just
pick you apart. He will kill you.
Man.
Yeah, and like you said, they had no running game. Singletary had more drops in the game than
They
anybody
have-
I've ever seen.
They have got to go get a legit running back. They've got to
He's
go get
gone.
somebody.
He's released.
Hey, not me, Andrew. He says y'all come killing Lamar, but don't blame Josh Allen. Shit kills me. Hey, I blame Josh Allen. They said it's not his fault. No, I said it's Josh Allen, but
Nah, we don't blame Lamar.
I was looking to a little bit more. Lamar, they're Louisville fans, so you got to take the complaints with a grain of salt.
That's
You
true.
see what I'm saying?
That's
It would be
very
one thing
true.
if it was.
That's
What are you
very
trying?
true.
Hold on. Time out, Daniel. Wait a minute. Hold on. You can't tell me Lamar has
Not
got
you.
a
I ain't
number
talking
one.
about you.
Okay.
That's his
All right.
fault. He has a running offense. That's his fault. When you gonna tell me you think I'm gonna be Tyreek Hill? Yeah, I'll come out there and just block for you the whole game. No, I'm not coming to play for you. You can't throw the ball so you got to run the ball 15 times a game. So I'm not gonna come play for you. That's their fault. Let him play quarterback, and then he can get a number one receiver.
Who's he throwing the ball to?
Daniel said that don't nobody want to come
because they're gonna run the ball the whole game.
They ain't even tried to go get this man at number one. They drafted Hollywood Brown. He drops everything thrown to him. They went and signed old man Snead. The only receiver he got is Andrews. What's Lamar going to do with that?
What number one receiver do you think is going to be happy only getting 6 targets a game?
Man, I can't believe I'm not letting y'all do this today. I'm not doing this today.
Let me finish up with Buffalo real
quick. Go ahead, man. Sorry, man. I'm sorry Daniel came up with this nonsense.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I mean, of course, the Chiefs are a better team, but man, Buffalo's legit, man. They're definitely going to be in that conversation to go to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Plus, I love what like Diggs did yesterday, man. I don't know if y'all seen that, but
stayed
the last one out there.
Yeah, he stayed and watched the Chiefs, get their trophy and all that.
The thing would be with Buffalo, Ike, is I don't think everybody has the hunger that Diggs has.
Yeah, after that,
I don't know. I think when you have a team like that and they go that far and then they lose that way, that makes teams hungry.
But it's because Diggs has been there before.
Wait a minute. I got one more thing to say.
That's his second conference championship loss, right?
Yeah, man.
And you're gonna lose one next year too.
Yeah.
How they went and got your boy Dez though, bro? Dez has been in the league over 10 years. He's had numerous injuries. I don't even know who said that.
Are you still talking about the Ravens?
That was Michael Feedback.
I'm answering the comment.
One top wide receiver, hot dog.
Wait a minute, hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. And you talk about Josh Allen. They didn't sign a number one receiver. They traded for Diggs. They didn't sign Diggs. They signed Cole Beasley and John Brown last year. Those guys aren't number one receivers. So who's to say that Josh Allen could attract the number one receiver?
Not my concern.
Sound like I need to move down to Tampa. But anyways, be legend, man. What was your takeaway from last
Tampa
night?
Bay got 4 number one receivers.
Bills and Andy Reid's Chiefs game.
Buffalo had a very, very, very good defense. Would you all agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
They got destroyed.
Pretty good.
They did. They did.
How observant of you, B? How observant?
They came out good, 10-0. We like, we got a game. What did I text you, Ryan? What did I say?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know what you was thinking.
I said y'all got my boys in the bag.
That got ugly quick, didn't it, Legend?
Goodness gracious.
Oh, look, man. Here's the deal, man. They just have too many weapons. The defense played very well. Buffalo came into that game as a force. I mean, they were out there beating the hell out of people. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than what it was, to be honest with you. And I mean, the Chiefs just came and just took it from them. Just took their heart, took everything from them. Is it Josh Allen's fault? Hell yeah, it's his fault. It don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter that he had people in his face. That's part of the game. But you can't take a 20-yard sack. Throw the ball away.
I'm pretty sure it's more than 20 yards.
Part of that, though, is his youth. He just has to get more mature in the game, and he's going to know in those situations, throw the ball away.
He's only 24 years old.
He just throw the ball away, so he will mature. He will get better. The Bills will get better. They're not going to beat them.
No. They'll win the division year in, year out.
Yeah, they won't get better.
They won't win it next year. The Bills
They ain't gonna win it next year. They ain't gonna win it last couple of years. I mean, money gonna keep doing what he do. That's what money do. And on top of that, we see. We're gonna see. Hey, the Bucs got good defense too, don't they? Tear them up.
Oh yeah, Mahomes is gonna see it. Don't worry about it.
Don't
worry about it.
Hey, be legend. Can I say one thing? Let me say one thing for you. One thing real quick. One thing. You know, my Bucks, man, we the State Farm killers.
You are. You are. And Mahomes is a State Farm boy.
Hey, Rodgers should have switched to Allstate, protected from mayhem, like Shaq Barrett.
I know. And you know what? I'm not gonna go out there and discredit the Bucs because I think the Bucs are playing very, very well. You know, in terms of defensively, they played a very, very good game, and I think they've stepped up at the right time. What the hell is wrong with Alexa?
Right, Sam. What was that, rock and roll? What you listening to?
I thought my boy had a theme song in the background.
Nah, that's just Alexa letting you know you over there talking some foolishness.
Exactly.
That is.
Cut him off.
Alexa's over there telling you shut all that up. That's what
some spirit over there saying, I'm tired of hearing you talk.
They're just too talented, man.
Alexa. I was just talking that bull again.
So, they got all the weapons, man. They it's just hard to defend that. I mean, because what they're gonna do when you take Tyreek Hill away, what is he gonna do? What's Mahomes gonna do? He gonna work Kelsey in the middle.
Yeah.
Kelsey down, he gonna go over the top. It's just tough, man. It's tough to defend them. I'm not saying they can't be beat because they can be beat. That's a fact. They have been beaten. And they can get beat in the Super Bowl. It's just going to be really, really hard to beat them. And Todd Bowles will have to come up with a good game plan to do it. But that game against Buffalo, man, once they got on the road, man, Buffalo just didn't have nothing for them. And then once they start, doing 3 and outs, when they couldn't put no points on the board, and then them boys just come out there, just put them points up. They couldn't do nothing to stop. They were just steamrolling down the field.
Absolutely.
That's the game. So, I expected nothing less. Bills Mafia, where they at, Rap? Where they at? Right?
Man.
They got money going.
Man, they still putting people through tables.
Money. State Farm killer. Yeah, it's going to beat the Chiefs. Yeah. So, what we going to do? We going to Tampa, man. We coming to see y'all.
Hello.
We come to see y'all.
I like it says we.
Farm is coming to write checks. We write checks. We write in cash. We coming to y'all. We coming to God.
So let me ask you a quick question. Everybody give one word answer. Somebody ask this question real quick. This is from Michael Feedback. So who y'all think has more weapons, KC or Tampa? Ralph, give me a team.
Full throttle, Tampa Bay.
Tampa, hot dog.
Tampa.
I already know. I ain't got to ask you.
Don't even ask.
I ain't my bad. That's disrespectful. I'm sorry. Daniel, who got more weapons?
Tampa.
B.
What?
More weapons.
Peace.
Okay.
Y'all know the answer. I'm gone. It's all day long. Y'all be good. I'll be back on in a minute. I got to get my vehicle.
It's this guy here. But yeah, Norris said I can Q living their best life with the Bucs. You damn right we living our best life here in these streets. You damn right. What we supposed to do? But anyways, man, he lucky he left just in time because this next topic real quick was about A-Rod. He knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. And did A-Rod's legacy take a hit yesterday? I say it did because he's won 1 title. He went to 4 NFC championship games and has lost all of them here recently.
Hello.
Can I go first?
Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Man, please. Yes, it was tarnished yesterday. I'm sick and tired of people like Legend calling him the GOAT. This man is not the GOAT. Every time he loses a big game, he throws everybody under the bus. It's never his fault. I don't think yesterday was totally his fault. But the first thing he says on the podium is players' futures are undecided, even my own. Bro, you got 4 years left in your contract. You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
What are you talking about?
They wanted Jordan
can
Love.
can we please stop blaming Mike McCarthy for all their problems they had in the past? They just clearly showed the last 2 years in a row they made the NFC Championship game and they lost both times. So is it still Mike McCarthy's fault or is it someone else's fault?
I'm going to lean towards it's someone else's fault. And you alluded to the past NFC Championship game. So outside of yesterday, last season they played the 49ers, lost 37-20. Before that, they got smashed by the Falcons 44-21. And then before that, they lost to the Seahawks 28-22.
And they turned the ball over. They turned Russell Wilson that game 4 times, and they were winning the whole game. And they lost. I think they choked in overtime against Seattle. So, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're right. So and then Andrew, is it A.Rodgers' fault they drafted a QB in the first round? No, but this is hold on. This is my thing to that, Andrew, is that they had the number 1 record in the East. So you had everything possible that you needed to win this game yesterday. And again,
home field.
So them drafting Jordan Love, it didn't matter all season because they had the number 1 seed. So
he was inactive all season.
So it would be your point would be made if they were lacking cornerback or safety play and they took him instead in the first round and it made them have
they should have got him more help though. The Packers have not given him much help.
But
especially at the receiver position is what I was saying.
We can't use that excuse if he got the number 1 seed.
But here's the thing, though.
I'm not creating an excuse, but they have not given him.
And Ralph, you talk about not giving him help in the receiver corps. Their number 1 receiver right now, who potentially was the number 1 receiver in the league this year, they got lucky and got him in the 6th round. Devontae Adams was drafted in the 6th round. So they really don't put much emphasis on drafting skilled position players high. This management office is just a dumpster fire. It really is.
Yeah. So to me, Aaron Rodgers is crazy. Aaron Rodgers has been in Green Bay, what?
13 years?
15 years.
15 seasons, and Tom Brady has equaled him in NFC championships with just 1 season. So that goes on A-Rod, baby. His legacy took a hit yesterday, man, in my opinion. All right, what you say, man? What did Aaron Rodgers' legacy take a hit yesterday?
For sure. Definitely. Definitely. And all the people that's been putting him up there with the Brady and the Peyton and the Joe Montana and all that.
I don't understand.
He's up there with the Peyton.
Hey, what about? Hey, man, wait! I got a question.
He's
real
behind
quick.
Peyton.
He's behind
I got a question. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Is he better than Brett Favre?
Yes.
Because Brett Favre got the 2 Super Bowls.
Okay. He's better than Brett Favre.
Oh, okay. With what weapons does Brett Favre have?
Regular season, he's better.
Okay.
In playoffs, who's better?
Plus, I could tell when y'all was just talking about weapons, it don't matter how many weapons you get if you're gonna get to the NFC Championship and choke like Rodgers does.
That's right, Ike. You right.
He can have 1,000 weapons if he's not getting the job done himself. It doesn't matter.
Trust me, I'm not creating any excuses for Rodgers. I just was saying they haven't given him proper receivers since he's been in Green Bay.
So, Ike, are you saying that you think Favre is better than Rodgers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and during the playoff situation, give me Favre over Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, give me Favre.
I want this clip posted after the show, please.
Hey, Favre is 13-11 in the postseason, and Aaron Rodgers is 13-8. So I don't know how much better Favre is than Aaron Rodgers.
He might have got
one more Super Bowl appearance.
I saw 2 NFC. I know Favre got 2 NFC rings.
Okay.
Aaron only got 1.
Aaron only got 1.
He did get cheated his last year in Minnesota. He got cheated. That's when Saints was doing the bounty gate shit.
Yeah.
You can say that too. You can say that too.
That's true.
Daniel, what you say, man? Did Aaron Rodgers actually take a hit yesterday?
It definitely took a hit. I mean, he's definitely still going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Of course.
To your point, when they lost to the Falcons, they were supposed to lose to the Falcons.
The Falcons were a juggernaut that year.
Yeah, that was tough.
And I mean, they had Jordy Nelson coming off a torn ACL playing, and he just, they didn't have a running back all year. They lost their running back like week 2. So just for him to get there, that's why I compared him to James Harden. Now, he has a ring, but what I'm saying is, you can give him any group of guys in the roster, and you don't ever say, they're gonna win the championship. And then next thing you know, you're like, damn,
They're
they're close
there.
to making the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he took a hit, but what he's done, we was talking about this earlier. Aaron Rodgers could go play for the Chiefs, and he's gonna win 2 or 3 more Super Bowls. I don't know yet if Mahomes can go to the Packers and the Packers win a Super Bowl with the rosters that they've had over the last 4 years.
That's true.
Now I'm going to give Aaron Rodgers an excuse about the receivers. This is why. You used to have Greg Jennings. You used to have Jordy Nelson. You used to have
Donald Driver.
my man Jones. You had
James
Donald
Jones.
Driver. You had Jones. You
Jermichael
had
Finley.
Jimmy Graham. You had Jermichael Finley. You had Jared Cook. I'm forgetting one. You know what I'm saying? So you used to have all those wide receivers.
He's had
You had
weapons.
yes, you know what I'm saying? So the well's going to run dry at some point. They can't keep on giving you all those receivers. So you should have made it count when you had them.
I hear you.
That's true.
But yeah, he took a little hit. But I mean, the thing is, like he was saying you still have the number one offense. Yeah, but sometimes in the big moments, if he has somebody like Antonio Brown, in just that one moment, somebody like Valdez Scantling is not going to make that play, but somebody like Antonio Brown would.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I see it both ways, but he took a little bit of a hit.
The Packers have not really done Aaron Rodgers any favors. The only thing they've done for the team the last
They don't have an owner.
Well, man, they went out and they did last year before the season started. Went out and got Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Adrian Amos, and Christian Kirksey. They went and got defensive players, something that they haven't. They finally gave Aaron Rodgers a decent defense. They really haven't had that. They didn't have that the entire time Mike McCarthy was there, except for the year they won the Super Bowl. They had a decent defense of Charles Woodson. Like, that's the only thing the ownership really has done for the Packers since as long as I can remember was last season they went and got those defensive players. But as far as like Ralph touched on, man, they have never went out and said, okay, we gonna get Aaron Rodgers some weapons. They really haven't done that. I mean, they finally did give him. They finally started running the ball and got him an offensive line. But man, he making dudes like Robert Tonyan and Alan Lazard, these guys that wouldn't even play on half these other NFL teams, stars. Robert Tonyan had 11 touchdowns this year. Like, I don't like Aaron Rodgers as a person, but I do respect Aaron Rodgers and his ability. I do. I respect his ability. I don't like him as a person. But I do respect his ability, and I do a little bit feel sorry for him. But I'm still glad they lost. I'm still glad they lost yesterday.
Yeah, don't feel sorry for him. Let's stop that. He's a grown man.
Hence my name. Hence my
He
name.
is behind
Crybaby
Peyton
Rodgers.
Manning, though.
He is absolutely behind Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah, he's definitely so. Ralph, go and finish us up, man.
I kind of somewhat agree with everybody. I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer to me. So it does hurt his legacy because I think it just cements who Aaron Rodgers is. I mean, he has not shown to be that clutch player in the playoffs. It's just the facts have shown in the big games, he's came up short. No matter what the situation may be, he's that MVP quarterback, but he's never been a GOAT to me. He's been a great thrower of the ball, but when we talk about GOATs, he's nowhere near close in the conversation to me.
It's only one
guy. So I've never been that person to agree with that statement, but it hurts his legacy. It definitely does because you can't take another major loss in a big game like this, being the guy that you are coming out for MVP season.
And you got the number one seed. You got home field.
Absolutely, you got everything you wanted. But at the end of the day, he's still Aaron Rodgers. He's still going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks that have played in the NFL, and he will be in the Hall of Fame. So
of course, no doubt. So people who are watching and listening, when we say legacy take a hit, like everybody said, he's still going to be an all-time great quarterback. He's still going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But we can stop the argument that he should be up there with the Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and all of those type of players.
He is not even in the conversation, people.
Like we can stop that argument right there, man. Moving on to the next topic, just real quick, man. Go through this really quick because we've already touched on this a little bit. Ralph, what was your biggest takeaway from the Packers-Bucks game?
Aaron Rodgers didn't get it done. I mean, I think we all picked the Bucks to win the game, but Aaron Rodgers had many chances to get it done, and he didn't, man. So he didn't get it.
We all picked them except for one guy. But hot dog, man, what was your takeaways from the Packers-Bucks game?
Packers lost. Aaron Rodgers sitting at home. I'm happy. Next question.
Big dog Ike, what was your takeaway from the game yesterday?
One is the Bucks got a really, really good defense, and people talk bad about our secondary, man, but our secondary is actually okay.
Game to game.
Two is Brady, hands down. People need to quit saying anything about Joe Montana and anybody else. Brady, hands down, is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
He proved that because everyone thought that he could not do it without Belichick, and he's shown he leaves Belichick. He goes right back to doing exactly what he's been doing all these years, and Belichick's sitting at home and didn't even get nowhere near a playoff.
Right.
Facts. Daniel, real quick, what's your takeaway from the Packers-Bucks game?
Nothing. I mean, I called it. I said the Bucks were going to win. When I saw what the Packers did versus the Rams, I was like, I mean, they didn't look great. They just out-schemed the Rams. The Rams was a little bit, I mean, Aaron Donald was hurt, so I expected it to happen. Biggest takeaway to me is Tom Brady does what Tom Brady does. Aaron Rodgers does what Aaron Rodgers does.
Facts. Say that.
And I like Aaron Rodgers. Talent-wise, I think he's better than Tom Brady. I've always thought that, but shit, I don't care if you average 40
Talent
a game.
don't always get it done, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Man, for me,
Hey, Q,
to sum it up real quick. Go ahead.
Q, can I say one more thing
Go ahead, dog.
about this game?
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all know, but if anybody know Jeremy Cersei, he's a big time Packers fan. Me and him
I already know where he's
yesterday.
going for. I already know where he's
Me and
going.
him yesterday, we bet on the game. Loser has to shave their eyebrows. So he has to shave his eyebrows off. It'll be coming real soon.
Okay.
He's gonna go live when he does it. I'm gonna make sure that I share his live to
Hey,
the
you
group.
know what? You know what, Ike? I'm gonna cut this clip up and I'm gonna send it to you so you can post it.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good.
Clip up for you so you can post it, man.
I'm gonna make sure I share it to this group so all of y'all can see
Yep.
it. And I'm gonna make sure that it says the caption's gonna say, Aaron Rodgers made me do this.
I like it.
All right, Q, my bad, man.
Hey,
Tag
Aaron Rodgers,
Nah, you good. I was about to just piggyback off of what you said, man. To me, the biggest takeaway was the defense, especially the secondary with two starting safeties out. Antoine Winfield didn't play, and then Jordan Whitehead went out after he made old boy fumble. So we was back here with Mike Edwards, and I forgot Adams. I forgot his first name. So we was out there with the backups to the backups, and still was able to get it done against Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, my question is Winfield going to be available for the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
He's
they
going
already said him and AB should be
And
available.
what happened to Justin Evans? I thought he was a starting safety on your team. Is he no longer on the team?
Nah, Justin Evans is there, but I don't know what's going on with that situation. Ike, you know what's going on with that?
He's not good enough.
I was going to say, I don't know what happened with that situation, but
I know AB said he'll be back for the Super Bowl, so
he's coming back.
That's huge. So, man, I'm telling you, I can't wait. It's going to be a great Super Bowl.
Barring any injury, we should have a fully healthy team opposed to the Chiefs. I know they've been some starting offensive linemen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say one thing. Yesterday Shaq Barrett took advantage of the injury to Bakhtiari.
Yep.
Same
Eric
issue going to be in the Super Bowl.
Fisher's out.
Eric Fisher's out, tore ACL.
Yep.
Expect Shaq Barrett. I'm going ahead and calling it right now. My Super Bowl MVP is going to be Shaq Barrett.
Mine's is Antonio Brown. Book it.
Let's say some of the energy for next Monday, man. Say some energy for next Monday.
Got it.
But hey, Mike, man, I appreciate you kicking it and hanging with us for a little bit, man. Like I said, next Monday we'll probably get you back on here to talk about the Super Bowl predictions because it's our Tampa Bay Bucks, so we gotta we ride this thing on now, big dog. But,
I'm ready. I'll be ready.
Hey, man, so I'll holler at you later on, man.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, so like I said, man, we got. Hey, man, last time we was here in 2002, but we got to ride this. We got to ride this wave, my guy.
It's been a while. You feel me?
We got to ride this wave.
That was the first Super Bowl I remember watching. Actually,
we got to ride this wave on now. But man, switch over to a little bit of basketball real quick to end the show. We have the Los Angeles Clippers and the Los Angeles Lakers, who both have tied with not only the Western Conference but also the best record in the NBA right now. So with that being said, the Clippers and Lakers being tied, Ralph, what should we make of that?
Absolutely nothing. This is the beginning of the season. This is the Los Angeles Clippers that we're talking about, and I say that to say this: they have not proven anything. The Lakers have shown and have went out and won the championship last year. So until the Clippers actually do something and do something significant in the playoffs, like actually make it to the finals, there's nothing more to be said, man.
Straight like that. Hot dog, man. Should we make anything of this?
No, it's still early. We're not even February yet, so I'm with Ralph 100% on this. Nothing to report right now. It's early in the year.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna make this thing 3 for 3, my guy. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like my guy, like my uncle Shannon says, it's empty calories, man. We already know the Clippers are gonna be good in the regular season. Hell, they could have the number 1 seed for all I damn care.
Absolutely.
What are you gonna do in the playoffs? And like Ralph alluded to, we already seen what one LA team did in the playoffs versus the other LA team. So I'm not really concerned about that. And also, didn't the basement team have the number 2 seed last year? So, like, what does that mean that you had a good season?
The basement team.
Disrespectful, man.
So for me, I don't really make too much of it. Yeah, Paul George is having a great season. I think he's averaging 24 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting 50% from 3. So he's having a phenomenal regular season. As always,
as usual,
as always. We'll see when when the playoffs come. Palms get sweaty. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go.
Wait, real quick. Get Andrew's comment off the screen. I don't know why you didn't put that on there. The Nets are terrible.
They're not terrible.
They're not.
Still got KD.
They can't be terrible if they're top 5 in the West.
Yeah, and
they might make a trade for JaVale McGee and Kevin Love. So,
what are they going to give up?
As they should. I know.
What do they have to give up?
True.
They still
a hot dog and a Coke?
Money.
DeAndre Jordan, and they're gonna give up what's his name?
Nah, man.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Ralph. You can't give up DeAndre Jordan because you need a big man. If you trade DeAndre Jordan,
well, here's the thing. I read a report earlier today. The Nets are watching what the Cavs are doing because the Cavs are supposedly trying to get younger. They are going to buy out Andre Drummond's contract. Yeah. Look for the Nets to sign Andre Drummond if that happens.
Somebody's going to.
That'll be their big man because Andre Drummond's having a career year.
Before I let Daniel go, people who are watching right now, I actually made that comment yesterday on the NBA Weekly Recap Show. You can go check that on the YouTube channel. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have an abundance of big men. They have JaVale, they have Andre Drummond, they got JaVale McGee, they got Jared Allen. So. And the New Jersey, not the New Jersey, the Brooklyn Nets have 3 open roster spots. Now, me personally, I thought they would wait till later on in the season, like close to playoff time, when a lot of teams start buying out their players. But hell, if the Cavs start buying out players now, they going to Brooklyn.
I think the Nets need them, the big man now. They can't really wait till.
No,
they can, but they need to.
No, I'm saying if the Cavs do that down, then Brooklyn has to jump on it. But
absolutely.
Like y'all say, that they have no trade equity. They trade away all their draft picks. They don't have any players anybody wants. So what can you trade for these guys?
Nothing.
They can give up a Diet Coke and a can of corn. That's about all they got to give up.
The only guy that they have worth trading is Joe Harris, and they can't let him go because that's their 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, they need him.
They need him.
You can't do that. You need him. So Daniel, man, what should we make of the Clippers and the Lakers having the best record? I should say the Clippers having the same record as the Lakers.
It's like you said, we're in the first 20 games of the season. They have had a good start. This was mainly for your boy that had to bounce out early because he was claiming the Clippers won't even finish top 5. And then he was talking about the Nets finishing top 3, and the Nets are barely in the playoff picture. Not the Nets, but the Suns. The Suns, my bad. But anyway, this was mainly for him. But for me, like you said, it's not even the All-Star break yet. I do expect them to keep winning, so they'll still be a top 2 seed. Like I said, when the bubble ended, I think they'll be better in the playoffs this year than last year, barring one of these 4-month layoffs. I think we'll be all right at giving out the shots for the COVID-19. So I expect them to at least win the first 2 rounds and at least be in the conference championship. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, the Nets. If the Nets get shot blocking, that helps them stop all those drives that have been killing them. Because I mean, they can pretty much guard the perimeter decent, but they have no rim protection. DeAndre Jordan's not what he
None.
used to
That's
be.
where Colin. That's
Nope.
where Colin Sexton been killing them last 2
Right.
games.
So they need JaVale McGee because he's not having none of that. And if they can get
No.
Andre Drummond, watch out.
Andre Drummond's having a career year. I think he's averaging 20 and 16.
And I know they won't do it, but I would
Yeah.
love for them to trade Kyrie. I would love for them to
Man,
make that move.
he need to go away. Just go away.
I don't know why y'all hate Kyrie, man.
It's not that no bullshit. Like
He's a cancer, bro.
It's not even that. It's not even the outside stuff. It's just on the court. That's not enough balls to go around with these three guys,
No.
man. It's just not, man.
I agree.
It's just too
with
many
Ralph.
times where Kyrie has the ball in his hand most of the time, and he's just gonna take the shot when it should be somebody else taking the shot. I just think chemistry at the end of the day is not gonna work, man. They got to get rid of Kyrie.
Too many egos.
Kyrie needs to be more of a slasher to me to be able to play off the ball.
Absolutely.
Kind of like Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal does shoot a lot of jumpers, but he can also slash and get to, just you can pass it to him, he can score. Not just on the perimeter. And Kyrie's got to do all the ISO. So I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. I don't know what they would trade him for.
Because KD's KD. KD's going to get his. He's going to get his spots. He's going to get his points. It's just mixing Harden and Kyrie. Man, I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
We haven't seen the best the Nets have to offer yet because
Of course.
right now James Harden's just trying to fit in. Like the other day, I think he only shot like 11 shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm going to get 11 assists. I'm cool with getting 12 points. Try to, work out this chemistry thing.
But they lost, right?
They
won
by
2 points.
They won against
They did lose Friday.
Miami Heat.
Okay.
Yeah, they won. Yeah. The Brooklyn Nets, they'll be fine. I'm still kind of, I don't know, but like I said the other day, I wouldn't be surprised if the 76ers ended up in the finals as well. But
that's who I think it is right now.
I wouldn't be surprised at that. Last topic of the day, quick hitters, real fast. Why has college basketball, football been so bad this year? For me personally, I'll make it quick. Football, it was just because it was so up and down all over the place. This team only playing this amount of games, this conference not playing, it was just too much in and out. So I think it was hard for people to focus on college football. College basketball, I think it's mainly because the incoming crop of freshmen that we have just really aren't that good. And then the upperclassmen who are still playing aren't elite upperclassmen. So it's like it's a mix of the worst of the worst. We don't have good incoming freshmen, and then the upperclassmen really don't stand out that well. So it makes for a really bad product. Well, Ralph, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Basically the same thing you said. I'm a UK fan, so I totally agree that the incoming talent has not lived up to the hype that they had. So, and I would also say that I feel like the fans not being there kind of plays a part. I mean, I know we have
Can't get hype, man.
Yeah, it's just the energy with college basketball. College basketball is a little different than the pros, so they definitely feed off the crowd and the energy. So I think that plays a part in it too. But definitely the talent is, I don't know, a drop.
Yeah, what about you, Hot Dog?
Man, college football, half the two of the big conferences, Pac-12, the Big Ten, didn't start till later on in the year.
Yeah.
It was just hard to focus. College basketball, I'm enjoying myself. My team's the best out of everyone being represented here. I'm really enjoying UK struggling right now, and Ralph coming up with an excuse every week. I'm really enjoying that.
Nobody cares about Louisville.
Wait a minute.
Y'all beat Duke. Duke is not good this year.
Yeah, Daniel, I forgot you a Duke fan. I'm not hyped. I'm not hyped, Ralph. I just enjoy when y'all win one game in 3 weeks. Y'all say y'all back.
Cool, man.
I enjoy it. UK trash.
Enjoy your 365. We'll play y'all again next year.
The BCBN, the big crybaby nation. I ain't had to listen to none of them this year. I enjoy it, man.
Talk about it, man.
College basketball, man. But my thing about college basketball, it's like what Ralph said. There's no hype level. There's no fans. It's real quiet. It's just kind of boring to watch, man. All right, man.
Then you're going round us out, man.
Like I said, I mean, I factor in all of the environment, no fans, COVID-19, college football. Like I used to love college football. This year, I maybe watched. I don't even know if I watched 10 games, bro.
That's how I said it was bad.
Like if I wake up, you know what I'm saying, I cut College Game Day on at 11 or whatever time it comes on, and I see the
9.
headlines, and there's only one good game on all day. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go do what I gotta do. I ain't
Yep.
sitting here watching. I'm not ready to watch Southern play. I don't even know Lipscomb or somebody. I'm not watching that. So that killed college football for me. I really didn't even watch anything to the bowl games. I watched my team play like twice, but we suck. We're in a rebuild mode. So, but college basketball, I feel like the recruits just. To me, there's no Zion
AAU is
Williamson.
ruining
Right.
sports.
It's been ruining college basketball, but it's definitely showing this year, man.
But there's just like no Zion Williamsons or anybody. I mean, there's a couple kids out west, but at all the big schools, UK.
Hey man, Gonzaga is
I do
not
like
losing a
Jalen.
game. Gonzaga ain't losing a game this year.
They're
They
winning
might.
it all.
They going undefeated. They
Yeah,
going
they're fine.
40-0.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now.
Thank you, Donovan. He always comes through in the clutch,
There you go.
man. Thank you,
Who
Donovan.
is that? That guy hates Duke. Is he a North Carolina fan?
He's a smart
Yep.
guy. That's all
Yeah.
you need to know.
He's a Carolina fan.
No,
Yeah,
he's a UK fan. No,
No,
he
Donovan's
is a Carolina fan. Yeah, he is a
Donovan's a
Carolina
Carolina
fan.
fan.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Donovan said the same thing. It's just a weak class. It happens. Yeah, man. Like the class that just came in, man. It's man. I don't want to say it's sorry, but it's not up to the
It's
normal
like
of
that
elite.
2014 class.
Yeah, it's like there's
Wow.
even college basketball as a whole. There's nobody coming out to where you could say, okay, he might not be a franchise player, but he's at least an all-star player. There's nobody coming out to be like,
No.
he'd be all right. He'd be all right, man. Everybody coming out is pretty much going to be a role player. So whoever gets the first pick this year, it's not nothing to be really that excited about, to be honest with you.
No.
So, but anyway,
Guards is probably the best player, man.
everyone should use the extra year. Facts. Everybody should use the extra
Right.
year ability and come back, run this thing back again, man. But
Start
anyway,
over.
we appreciate everybody who tuned into the show today, man. We appreciate it even more. If you can like and share and comment, like my dude Hot Dog says, if y'all can share silly memes all day, you can share this show right here. Well, Ralph, you got something you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh man, just another show, man. Let's hope the UK gets a win this week.
Man, I didn't say
Let's not.
ish. Hot Dog, you got something you want to say?
Screw UK and all they fans. I'm glad y'all suck. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good week.
Louisville sucks. That's all you need to know.
Daniel,
Hot
you
Dog.
got something you
Not
want
as
to
bad
say?
as y'all though.
Hey,
Man, just bring me some more entertaining games, man. We still,
I know,
still
man.
COVID. Ain't much to do. So, man, I need more entertainment.
Right.
NFL's over with.
I know we talk about college basketball not being exciting. I'm not too excited about the NBA either, but we'll leave it there.
We'll talk about that next month.
Right.
Yeah, yes. It's
I'm
a good
never
time.
really excited about the NBA till
I know,
after
that's
the
why I
All-Star
said,
break.
yep.
Anyway.
Not until the playoffs.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to go after everybody who tuned in. You can always listen to previous shows on the YouTube channel KY Beyond the Game. If you ain't got time to sit down and watch the show, you can always listen to the show on all streaming podcast platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Store, some other stuff that I don't even know about.
Hello.
But anyways, you can go back and listen to it on there. We get ready to get on up out of here. Hit the bricks. We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama.
Absolutely.
We on up out this thing.
R.P. Kobe.